moderators can support channels in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators, you usually have the same capability as a standard moderator, but in addition, they can manage block words. Okay. So, I'm a little late to the news. I'm a little late. I just found out that our dear friend Ed, who's a member of the vinyl community from Hawaii, passed away a week ago. I had no idea he had passed away. We had talked a lot in the past. Hey, Fox Guy, we had talked a lot in the past. Very nice guy. May he rest in peace. For those of you who are wondering probably how Ed had passed away, Ed had passed away from cancer. He was battling for a very long time. Hey, Fox Guy. So RIP to Ed. And may him and his family, find peace during this time. I am so behind on things. I had no idea. And just finding out the news right now is like, wow. Because we've been friends for years. We have been friends for years on Instagram, and we have, been friends for a year on YouTube. He would pop in every now and then into my chat, and he would say hi. No, I'm not going to give his last name out, but I guess I can. His name is Ed Hassan Ritter Jr. That's what he was known here on YouTube. He was known as Ed Hassan Ritter Jr. He's not some dude named Ed. He's more than just some dude named Ed. He was a guy that was a part of the vinyl community for many years. Oh my gosh. So my dad messaged me a sandwich that he wants on Subway. It's called the turducken, or is it called the chicken duckin or something? I'm like, I'm not going to Subway today. But he sent me a random video of a custom sandwich that you can get at Subway, and I told him that looks cool. But usually when I go to Subway, I just get the Italian combo and we eat. Yes, but this guy was a member of the vinyl community, Fred. This guy was a member of the vinyl community. Maybe I shouldn't. Did I say some guy? No, he was a member of the vinyl community. A lot of people have passed in the vinyl community. We lost Odd Box Topper. We lost Memphis Jim. We lost this guy called Bio CT1. We've lost a lot of people in the vinyl community. Turducken, that's probably it. Beans. I was going to get to that. Beans. We lost a lot of people in the vinyl community. Beans was awesome. The first time I met Beans, let me explain the story of the first time I met Beans. I met Beans on Richard Dolan's stream. Everybody here knows who Richard Dolan is. Beans came in. Beans would, throw jokes and jabs at Dolan. And at first I was like, okay, why is this guy, throwing jokes at Dolan? And then after a while, I realized that Beans really was just, that's just his way of being around people, as he would joke with them. Yeah, Beans was an awesome guy. Met him on Dolan's stream back in 2020 during COVID. Everybody was doing streams, and that's how I met Beans. Beans, I didn't see Beans until about maybe the end of 2020 when he started going on streams. And Beans, Beans would always wear his beanie. Hence how he got the name Beans. And, that's how I met Beans, is through Richard Dolan. I didn't know about Beans prior to that. Richard Dolan introduced me to Beans, and we were friends for a few years. Well, actually, not a few years. Was it even a few years? Did Beans pass away in 2022 or 2023? I think he passed away in 2023. So a few years. Dolan's a shit starter, okay? Dolan, you can come in here and you can roast me all you want. But Dolan's a shit starter at times. Dolan likes to come in his streams and he likes to start things. And I've done so much for that kid in the past. That's basically what it is, Fox Guy. He starts shit and then he plays the victim and then he tries to act like, people are the one that are no. Him and his redheaded compadre. I don't know. Dolan for the most part is a good person, but there are times when Dolan's a little shithead. Dolan and his shithead things at times. I know this is not a good joke to make, but sometimes I would say to Dolan, you're a Timu Bobby Hill. If you guys know King of the Hill, Dolan kind of looks like Bobby Hill, okay? So how did everybody's Thanksgiving go? We had ham and we had turkey. I made the ham, my mom made the turkey. I made some mashed potatoes. I cooked some stuff and it came out good. Surprisingly, everybody did not die. That's what I say. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, Fred. Dolan's mom, I think she means well for him. And she wants what's the best for him. But I sometimes think that sometimes moms can be very overbearing. And they can be very controlling at times. And, they want the best for their kids. But sometimes they're overbearing. Thanksgiving kicked ass this year. Our Thanksgiving went pretty good. We had the family. The little kids enjoyed the food. The little kids kept wanting ham. Well, one of the little kids, the other little kid had to sit there and watch us enjoy the food because he's not quite ready to eat yet. He can't eat solid foods quite yet, but he can eat like mushy food. So I think he had some mashed potatoes. Well, that's good that your Thanksgiving went well. The next thing I have to plan, is Christmas. Christmas, I think we're going to do prime rib. My mom wants to do prime rib. We used to do gifts at Christmas, but now my parents are just money givers. My parents just give money during Christmas. They've been doing that for years. Ever since Danielle turned 18, which was 2014. Ever since she turned 18, my parents stopped doing gifts because my parents were like, Danielle's old enough now. She doesn't need gifts. But when she was younger, like when she was in elementary school and when she was in, I think part of high school, or maybe I think in high school is when they started doing the money for my sister. Because in elementary school, my parents were still doing goods for her because my parents wanted her to still, have the Christmas spirit and still do things for her. Because it made no sense to give a 6-year-old girl $200 on Christmas. Prime rib is great. We have a recipe that we do from Chef John, this YouTuber called Chef Tips, or is it Chef? I can't remember his name is Chef John, and we've been doing that recipe for years, and it comes out good. At first, I was a little bit intimidated by making a prime rib because a prime rib is not an easy thing to cook, and I was a little intimidated because you don't want to make it where it's too rare, and then you don't want to make it where it's too well done. The thing about prime rib is my sister Angela, the middle sister, loves a well done. She just loves it well done. And I love rare. So we kind of have to cook it where, it's rare in the front and it is well done in the back. I for the life of me don't understand people that are out there eating well done meat. Like, do you like your meat to be dry as hell? It's like when you go and you go and you eat pork chops. I mean, pork chops aren't well done. You don't really have that with pork chops, but with meat, my sister loves well done. My sister's like a well done person, okay? I love my sister, but like well done is not the way to go with me. It's not. So yesterday, my dad wanted to go to Walmart and get himself a McRib because he's into that whole McRib thing now. So we went yesterday and we got 2 McRibs for him. And not 2. Why am I saying 2? Him and my mom were fighting over if he should get 2. And my mom was like, no. So my mom got 2. I got one for me and one for Hey Belle. So we got 2. One for me, one for my dad. And let me tell you, the one McRib is pretty big. They were fighting because my dad was like, I'm 85 years old. I'm 85 years old. If I want 2 McRibs, I will get 2 McRibs. And my mom goes, we know how old you are. My dad uses his 85 years old as an excuse, okay? My dad's retired, and he's been retired since his 70s, okay? So my dad's like, I need my McRib. Now I'm trying to think about what age my dad was in 2008 because that's when he retired. Let me do the math. Okay, my dad was 68. My dad was 68 when he retired. Okay, my dad has been retired for 20 plus years almost. Use your year on your son's LOL. 59. My dad uses that. My dad's like, I am 85 years old. If I want to do this, I will do that. Because my mom went to Walmart to get my dad the dog treats. Because my dad has to have his dog treats for the dogs. So my mom went and she bought a lot of dog treats. And my dad was like, I also want corn. So we went and we looked for corn for my dad. Now, Walmart was really busy yesterday. I saw all of these people walking out of Walmart with TVs. And I was like, wow. They're just like all walking out of Walmart with TVs. Nope. No. It was for the dogs, Randy. Probably. I mean, come on, Fred. My dad's 85 years old, I mean, do senior citizens sometimes mistake dog treats for their actual food? I mean, when you get to a certain age, think about it, Fred. When you get to a certain age, your memory starts to go, right? What's to stop a senior citizen from accidentally forgetting things and eating, accidental dog treats. Think about it. People who work in nursing homes, people who take care of the elderly, that's probably happened. There's probably been elderly people who have accidentally ate cat food and dog food thinking it was, tuna or something. I'm just saying. You don't expect that from younger people. It's usually the senior citizens who do some crazy shit because they had forgotten their meds. Oh, old Dolores is out there. She's forgetting people's names. She forgot what she ate yesterday, and accidentally she went and ate some like Fisker cat food or something. There was a Honeymoons episode on that. I bet there was. I have not watched the Honeymooners in ages. There are a lot of people that tell me, Lisa, you're 43. Why are you watching stuff that is obviously not meant for people your age? And I'm like, I really don't give a shit. Because, I love old things, okay? And I really honestly don't give a shit what people think. If I did give a shit what people think, then that would eat me on the inside. Because when you start giving a shit about what people think, then it's going to invade you. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to watch The Honeymoons. I'm going to watch Green Acres, The Dick Van Dyke Show. Let's pray that Dick Van Dyke makes it to 100, okay? You know what's the crazy thing is sometimes I'll catch myself looking up actors to see if they're still alive. Christopher Lloyd is still with us, okay? Christopher Lloyd is still with us. Because last night, I was like, let's see if they have the Back to the Future movies. And they do have them on Netflix. So tonight we're going to be watching some Back to the Future. And I looked up Christopher Lloyd's age, and he's 87. So yeah, God willingly, Christopher Lloyd is still with us. I say something twice, okay? You're going to be drunk as fuck by the end of this stream, okay? I don't have a sharp memory. I will say things twice. If you get drunk, it's not my fucking fault if you get drunk. You understand? Yeah, understand? Good. Understand? Understand. Fuck, you're going to be drunk by the end of the stream now. Yep, that's a Randy thing. Randy sleepwalks and he stops by the litter box for a treat. Great stream yesterday, Randy. It's nice when Randy streams because we don't get streams from Randy all the time. So when Randy streams, Randy plays good stuff. I like the cabinet that Randy has behind in his videos. They're really nice cabinets. I eventually need to, get something similar to what Randy has and ditch these IKEA ones. Okay, I'll say it. Let me be honest with you. 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 Fucking get your joint ready. I said it about 10 times. You need to smoke a joint 10 times now. Let's be really honest here, people. Let's be really honest here, people. I say things over and over again. If you want a stream where things are not repeated and not said over and over again, I don't think there is one. That is very true. That's what I like about your streams. That's what I like about your streams, Randy. You're not on all the time. God forbid there are some people that are on all the time. Johnny G, love Johnny G. Johnny G is on like pretty much every day. It's like, I love when people do music streams, but if you're not all the time on, then that's great because, then people, when they see you on, they're like, wow. They're not, expecting you to be on. But these people that are on every week streaming music, it's like, yeah. It's like, I understand doing it once a week. That's great. But Johnny G is on like almost every day. And it's like, dude, take a breather. Paul's a good dude. Paul's a good dude. I like Paul's stream. I try to catch a stream in the morning. I go on Paul's panel. Sometimes I go up there, depending on what the subject is. I will go up on Paul's stream, but most of the time I'm in the peanut gallery. I try to keep up with his streams. I mean, I like Paul. Paul's a good dude. And I repeated myself again because it's worth repeating that Paul's a good dude. A good dude. He did a stream today in the morning. I caught like the middle of the stream. I watched a little bit of it. And then I think he did a stream like a few days ago. But usually, he has the usual people on his stream. He usually has Melody, and he has Wyoming Dave. And sometimes, occasionally, I will go up there and then I'll Beetle Babe. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to in the vinyl community, and there's some streams that I just really don't watch much anymore, like Patrick. Patrick, I really don't watch. What's with the green face? Patrick, I really don't watch much of anymore, to be really honest with you. There was a time when I used to buy, like, records from Patrick. I used to buy stuff from his auction. I kind of haven't bought anything from Patrick's auction since, I want to say was it last year? Or it might have been 2024. I think it was the last time I bought something from Patrick. I had bought some like 45s and I bought some LPs from him. I mean, I love the stuff that Patrick sells, don't get me wrong. Patrick cleans his records and they're really clean well. I just haven't seen anything that interests me that I want to buy. As you guys know, I want to add more 80s to my collection, and Patrick does sell 80s, but it's a lot more like metal, 80s metal, and I kind of want more new wave. And I think last week, was it last week? I think I caught one of his streams and he had The Cure, which he doesn't really have much Cure on his stream, so I was very surprised. I was very surprised to see Cure in his auction. But I'm looking for more of the new wave, more of the like 80s pop, and just more of the, regular rock stuff like Duran Duran. I'm looking for Duran Duran, the Van Halen, the New Order, the Depeche Mode, Tears for Fear. Who else? Madness. The Jam. Like, just more of that stuff. But from time to time, Patrick does show some new wave stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. Also, I would like to have a little more 90s, too. I think the 90s, despite the fact that the 90s did not have a lot of records that came out during that decade, later on, they started reissuing stuff from the 90s, but that's what I'm looking for. So I will occasionally watch his auctions and I will see if anything pops up, but I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought anything from his auctions since 2024. I think that's the last time I had bought something from his auctions. I have bought a couple of things. Did I buy a couple of things? Yeah, I bought a couple of things from Harry's Music Room in the past. Or actually, I bought a few things. And then I bought one thing from Mazzy. Mazzy has pretty good auctions. I haven't bought anything recently from Mazzy, but same with Mazzy, Harry and Patrick. They all clean their records really well, and you're all getting good shit from them. So it's all good. It's all good. But there's like so many streams. There are so many streams out there that people are doing. And to be really honest with you, it is just really, really hard to keep up with all of the streams that is happening in the vinyl community. I know that Jason does a stream every week, and Jason does pretty good streams. Concert Buddy does a stream on Sunday, on Thursday. Doc Dawkins has a stream on Sunday. James has a stream on Sunday. I don't really watch James's streams anymore. I used to, but I kind of tune out of them. Doc Dawkins, I'll watch from time to time. There's so many streams out there. Like, who the hell has time to remember all of these VC streams? Well, why am I not surprised you're getting baked? You need to get baked. I don't smoke, okay? I don't smoke weed, guys. If I do weed, it's edibles. And I haven't done edibles. I haven't done edibles in 4 years, okay? Or is it 3 years? The last time I did edibles was at a kid's party. I haven't done edibles since. No, I take that back. The last time I did edibles was at a concert in 2022. So was it 2022? Yeah, it's 2022, and it's been a hot minute since the goldfish incident. So the goldfish incident, let's talk about the goldfish incident. I went to see Greta Van Fleet. Now, before you shitheads come in here and tell me you wasted your money on Greta Van Fleet, it was my money. So I went to go and see Greta Van Fleet with Dodo. That's what we're gonna call him, Dodo, the ex. And he had gotten a ton of goldfish laced weed. So it was goldfish that was laced with weed. And so, I'm like eating a bunch of them. I'm eating a bunch of them. And, that's how I enjoyed Greta Van Fleet, was high. And have I seen Greta Van Fleet in concert since? No. I saw them once, and that was that. I got a tour poster to remind me that I saw him. It's still on my wall. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We know they were not. We know they were not right. I don't know what the heck was in my mind. It was a 6 months ago, I think. Look, guys, I do want to get some legit weed again, okay? I do want to get some legit weed. There's like a weed store down the street from me. That's gonna happen. Okay? It's gonna happen. I swear, some of the people yesterday at Walmart could have used some weed, okay? I swear. Let me tell you. What year did I go out with Cosby? Why would I go out with Cosby? Shit, I got standards, Randy. I got fucking standards. The hell I'd go out with Cosby. If I was going out with anybody on that show, if I was going out with anybody on the Cosby show, you know who was good looking? You know who was good looking? I'll tell you who was good looking on that show. Malcolm Jamal Warner, okay? I said it. Malcolm Jamal Warner was a good looking guy on that show. Yeah. Didn't every Hollywood star somewhat wanted to get with Cosby at one time? Didn't Janice Dickinson say that she got with Cosby? But then again, Janice Dickinson is out of her fucking mind. She's not of sound in mind, so who knows with Janice Dickinson, but she said that she got with Cosby. Too soon? Oh, you guys, I don't understand. First off, Fred, I can swim. I learned how to swim, Fred. I don't know about him. If he drowns, I gotta go save his ass. But yes, I can swim. Yeah, he recently drowned. It. I remember. I remember reading about that in the news. I know he's dead. You don't think I read the news, Fox guy? I read about when he died. I mean, it's sad. The dude couldn't swim. It's not my fault, but I read about it. A lot of people died, Fox guy. Who died recently? I'm trying to think who died recently. Like Robert Redford died, and that was like, wow, not expected. Yeah, him and Natalie Wood both drowned. It's sad. It's sad they drowned their career. You know, to tell you the honest truth, that's also how that Glee girl died too. She drowned it as well. Man, some people just don't know how to swim. You know what song? You know what song I don't care to hear for a while now? Is that one Fleetwood Mac song. Time casts a spell on you, and you won't forget me. I'm like, okay, Fleetwood Mac, you can fucking shut up now. That's right. Do not fly with John Denver. Do not ski with Sonny Bono. Do not swim with Natalie Wood. Hell, don't even go in an airplane with Stevie Ray Vaughan or Buddy Holly, for that matter of fact, because you're gonna end up dead. No, the person who played the kid, the person who played the kid in Christmas Story was not John Denver. The name escapes me right now what his name is. But the kid who was in A Christmas Story was born in like 1971. I don't know what his name is, and John Denver was born in the 40s. So, John Denver playing that kid in A Christmas Story, not plausible. But you know what? John Denver did look like that kid in A Christmas Story, which is kind of trippy if you think about it. He looks like the kid in A Christmas Story. I remember the first time I saw A Christmas Story. And I was like, wow, this is a pretty good movie. And I was thinking it was a movie that was made in the 70s. Come to find out that the Christmas Story was made in like 82 or 83. So the guy who was in that movie had to be about 11 or 12 when he did A Christmas Story. I have not watched A Christmas Story recently, but in the past I've seen it so many times. And my dad was like, You ever seen A Christmas Story?" I remember my parents got me that gun, and I was like, "Wow." I go, "That's an old gun." The Chocolate Milk Kid, yes. Messy Marvin, the kid who stuck his tongue to the pole. I mean, if you think about it, Fox Guy, um, Fred, that movie came out when you were kids. I mean, wait, Fox Guy, you weren't even a kid. You weren't a kid when that movie came out, were you? Wait, I'm doing the math. Yeah, you were like legitly like a teenager when that movie came out. I was just a little wee 1 year old when that movie came out. You know what also traumatized me as a kid? Is Willy Wonka. The first time I saw Willy Wonka, I had seen the Willy Wonka movie when I was 6 or 7, and the whole scene with the boat. Yeah, so you were young enough to remember that show. I mean that movie. You were 11. See, I was 1. I was 1 when A Christmas Story came out. I didn't discover the movie until like the 90s when I had saw it on TV because they like to do reruns on TV. So I saw it then in the 90s. And a lot of other movies I ended up seeing in the 90s. Movies from the 80s, movies from the 70s. But yeah, the whole Willy Wonka scene with the boat, that scared me as a kid because my dad had actually got me the Willy Wonka movie. He had recorded for me on VHS. And I remember watching that whole boat scene and being terrified as a kid. And now as I'm older, it doesn't really bother me that much. But as a 6 and 7 year old watching it for the very first time, it did kind of like scared me. Actually, was it the first time I watched it? No, it might have been the third time actually. But yeah. Yeah, the Christmas Story, I went and saw the musical. I went and saw the musical of A Christmas Story. I saw that in 2023, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was exactly like the movie. It didn't stray. And yeah, I just wanted to see it one time because I was like I've seen the movie. Let's go see the musical. It was pretty good. Identify as Oompa Loompa. Yes, the original. You gotta think about it. 6 or 7. I was born in 82, so 6 or 7 was probably for me 88, 89. I've seen both Willy Wonkas. I've seen the original and I've seen Hey James. I've seen the original and I've also seen the 2005, the Tim Burton one. And I'll be really super honest with you. The Tim Burton one, as great as it is, I like I like the version that came out in 1971. That's my favorite version. But I've seen both. I've seen both of them. I do identify as a Oompa Loompa. I am a Oompa Loompa Loompa Loompa. Hold up, guys. Let me take this out to the living room. Let's get some light in here. God, my hair. Like, let me get some light in here, guys. Oh my gosh. Let's get some light in here. Yeah, the Tim Burton one was an abomination. The reason why I watch is because I've seen the original. I saw the original and I was like, okay, let's go watch this 2005 one. And I saw it when it came out in theaters. I went with one of my friends to see it when it originally came out. I was expecting it to be having the same charm as the original one, but you just can't replace Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka is my favorite Willy Wonka. And then they go and they come out with this utter abomination that came out, I think, in 2024. Or is it 2025? The one with Timothée Chalamet, don't even get me started on it. Wonka. It's like, why? And then they had Hugh Grant. They had Hugh Grant play an Oompa Loompa. Hugh Grant is normal height, by the way, guys. Hugh Grant's a tall guy. Don't even get me started. The original is the best. Okay? The original is the best. You've got Grandpa Joe who can't walk and hasn't been able to walk for 20 years. He's freaking bedridden. And then as soon as he finds out that Charlie wins a gold ticket, oh my God, he suddenly can jump out of bed and walk. And he's singing with Charlie, I got a golden ticket. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy's been bedridden for 20 years and all it took was his grandkid winning a golden ticket for him to jump out of the fucking bed and do a song number, might I add. And then he was able to walk around the whole entire Willy Wonka factory. Make that make sense, people. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Jack Albertson. I mean, make it make sense. Holy shit. Fred, why is he so well behaved? Real Fred. Fred can behave. Lisa does not eat dog treats, okay? These rumors are going to be spread around to different streams. Just because I'm Asian, you're thinking I'm eating... Ooh, what the hell was that? Guys, we're going outside. What the hell was that? Did someone just like blow up something? My curious butt needs to know. Did our neighbors just blow up something? Because I swear to hell we have some weird ass neighbors here. Let's go see. Guys, we're going to see. I just heard an explosion. I know. I shouldn't be near the explosion, but I am a curious son of a bitch. Let's see what happened. Oh yeah, my dad eats dog treats. My dad's 85 years old. He's probably going to have Alzheimer's really soon. He probably eats dog treats. Oh, shoot. Hold up, guys. No. I just heard like a boom outside of my window. Okay. We are good, guys. Nobody in my neighborhood got blown up. I know, my town is boring. Oh, that lady's looking at me. The lady just drives by, she looks at me and she's like, who is she talking to? It boomed. Yeah, my butt went boom. Just have you guys know, I've already finished part 1 of season 5 of Stranger Things. That was rather quick and very easy to finish. Best season so far, I think. Season 5. Season 5, best season. Let's see what mail we got today, guys. No mail. I have to check the mail for my dad. There is no mail. It was a Nerf ball. Yeah, you know the whole Nerf ball thing is actually... Oh, get over there, you fucking... This cat just came out of my lawn. Did you just see it? There was this cat. He came and pissed on my front yard. Came and pissed on my front yard and then ran across the street. Fucking cat. I love the cat, but he's still a fucking idiot. Yeah, that Nerf ball does things to the head. Well, somebody has to help him. Somebody has to help him when my mom's not here. My dad can't walk far. Somebody has to help him. Trust me, Fred, when your parents are old and they can't do anything, it's kind of a sad time. No need to go through all this just because you fart on streams. Dusty's out there, you know, telling my secrets. I'm my father's helper. Daddy's little helper. Okay, that sounded bad to say that. Some of my neighbors have already put up their Christmas stuff, which it is prime time to put up Christmas stuff right now. Okay, my dad's 85. My dad's 85 and he can't walk very far, so I go out here, I help him get things, and he's good. He's good. He can't walk far. I mean, he is able to walk to the car with the help of mobility aids, but without him, my dad can't do much. That's why he's got his walker. God bless the people who invented walkers, because you're helping the senior citizens. Let's go in. There's nothing that happened out here. You can actually hear my dad. We'll have to go outside. I don't want to barge in on my dad's conversation, man. So let's go out for a minute. Well, my mom does. My mom does most of the caring for my dad. But when my mom's not here, I do help my dad. I check in on him to make sure he's still breathing. My dad's always like, well, if something happens to me, I want you to check in on me. What if I end up with a stroke? What if I end up on the floor and I die? And I'm like, Dad, you're 85 years old. You made it to 85. Could you be a little more positive? There's people who don't see 85. And he's like, I know. There's people out there that don't see 85. I was like, you made it to 85, Dad. Let's try to make it to 90. He's like, I don't think I'm going to make it to 90. I said, Gene Hackman made it to 95. I was like, let's think positive here, Dad. Gene Hackman made it to 95. I think Robert Duvall is still alive. I told him, be positive. You can make it to 90 if you try. I mean, not everybody makes it to 90, but I don't want my dad to be all negative. If you mean by assistant, it's not like I'm going to go out and get my dad like a latte. No, my dad's not, my dad's not a latte, woo. My dad's not a latte person, per se. My dad likes his coffee black. So when I get him coffee, we just get him black coffee. That's what he wants, is black coffee. He's a... Who is that? There's so many cars that go by, so you're going to hear a lot of cars that go by. I mean, plus, we have 7 minutes or 8 minutes left of the stream. Calm down, Lisa. It was me. I farted. Good to know who toots in the stream and who doesn't toot. Walmart McRibs, there's just something different about... Let me rant about McRibs for a minute, okay? McRibs are not the greatest shit that ever existed on the McDonald's menu. McRibs are not like, wow. But McRibs, there's just something about McRibs. We know that when we buy the McRibs and when we eat the McRibs, we know that they're not the greatest thing in the world. We know we're not getting like a high-end rib sandwich, okay? We're not getting a high-end rib sandwich. I know I can go to some like high-end barbecue place and get myself some good ribs. I don't come to McDonald's to get a McRib and expect high-end food at McDonald's. If you're coming to McDonald's with the expectation that you're going to get high-end food, or you're going to get some good food, that's not why you come to McDonald's. I get the McRib every year. I know the McRib is not the greatest, but I like it. I like the fact that the McRib is not like the greatest sandwich in the world. Granted, it probably isn't even ribs. People are going to say to me, oh, it's mystery meat. You know when you get the McRib, it's mystery meat. I don't care. I don't care. I like it. It's mystery meat probably, but I like it. Oh, you could go and you can make your own McRib. I could do that. But then I have to go and cook the ribs for like 2 hours. And I don't want to do that. So that's why McDonald's exists. So I could have a McRib. It's not the greatest food. People are like, oh, McDonald's so bad for you. Yes. So was your ex. But you stood with them for a couple of years. McPuppy. Peckers and lips. That is a delicacy in Vietnam, okay? Look, Freddie. I got relatives in Vietnam who don't eat a lot of McDonald's, okay? In Vietnam, McDonald's is not really a thing in Vietnam. I've got a lot of relatives in different countries, and they're not eating McDonald's. Yes, I understand that I have the privilege of being able to have McDonald's out here. Well, my poor relatives in Vietnam have to eat the scraps. No, they really don't. My relatives in Vietnam are doing pretty good for themselves, okay? They do have McDonald's in Vietnam. But do the people in Vietnam eat a lot of McDonald's? No. No, they don't. I know this because I've got relatives in Oh my God, now you got me saying I have relatives in McDonald's. Like, as if they're... Oh my God. They probably do. That's a good question. Now, I've actually seen videos of people who have gone to like McDonald's in other countries and they show what they have. Like in Japan. In Japan, they got seasoned fries, right? They have seasoned fries in Japan. And then they have They have like a chicken sandwich that has cheese on it, and it's a cutlet. They have chicken cutlets in Japan. Um, they've got seasoned fries. They've got rice, which is no surprise that they have rice at McDonald's in Japan. A lot of the Asian McDonald's have rice. They've got a teriyaki. They have a teriyaki style sandwich at the Japan McDonald's. It is grilled teriyaki beef. I'll be back, guys. Be back. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But there is a McDonald's. There is a McDonald's in Chicago. There is a McDonald's in Chicago. If you guys have ever been to Chicago, there's a McDonald's that's an international McDonald's. And it serves all of the like international stuff from different countries from all around the world at McDonald's. It's in Chicago. I don't know the exact location. But it's interesting to note that a lot of the other McDonald's have stuff that are, you know, specific to their country. Like Japan. Japan has the teriyaki burgers. They have the seasoned fries. They got the rice. They've got the sushi. Vietnam, I assume, would have pho in their McDonald's. China has Asian style burgers. Best tea ever. I am too. I've never been outside of the United States when it comes to 7-Eleven, but I know that Japanese 7-Elevens are supposed to be really good because they have the good egg sandwiches. They have the bread, good bread. They have a lot of stuff that is just really good in the Japanese 7-Eleven. That's good tea. I'm telling you guys, I don't drink the tea with, I used to drink the tea with the sweet sugar. I used to drink the sweet tea. And then I looked in the back and saw how much sugar it was in it. And so I dropped that and now I drink this tea. and it's great. I also drink the Trader Joe's tea, which I will go to Trader Joe's one of these days. But I would like to go one day and just visit like other countries and see what kind of stuff they have. Because there's like so much to see in other countries. And to be really super honest with you, I've always, like on my list, I've always wanted to visit Italy, Japan, the UK, Spain. Those are my top four. And then if I was to pick like a fifth place that I like to visit, I think I'd like to visit Canada, like especially British Columbia. I've always heard that British Columbia is very beautiful during the winter. I would love to visit British Columbia. Now, I know out there in Canada, you have your own chain restaurants out there that we don't have out here, which is very interesting because one day I was watching a video on all the different places that you have in Canada that we don't have out here. Like you have a fondue place out there. And then I know you have Mary Brown's Chicken. You have Tim Hortons, which now we have too. Toronto and Niagara Falls are nice. I've always wanted to visit. My dad has told me about Canada and how beautiful it is. My sister went to Canada about maybe 10 years ago, and she got me maple syrup from Canada. She got me like this little like maple leaf jug, and she got me something else from Canada, which was pretty cool. You do, and you guys got a place out there called Dollarama, which is like our version of the Dollar Tree, and you have Dollarama out there, and then you have another place out there, and I can't think of the name of it, but you have Canadian Tires. It's like out here we have like Harbor Freight, we have Tractor Supply, and you guys got Canadian Tire. We used to have a place out here called, you guys remember it? Orchard Supply. We used to have that. Or was it Orchard Harbor or Orchard Supply? Canada has many nice places. Toronto Zoo is great. Ooh. I have to get myself a passport. Ooh, Dollarama. You shopped at Dollar, of course, because you live in Canada. I mean, you guys have Walmarts out there. I know that for a brief time, you guys try to have Target, and Target did not work out there in Canada. They got rid of Canada. Okay, guys, I'll run this stream for another 15 minutes. Lisa's watching to see who pulls up on her set. She don't tolerate everyone pulling through her hood disrespectfully. Pulls out the 9 Tech and gets jiggy. Like, I don't even live in the hood, okay? It's kind of funny because I don't really consider where I live the hood. Because I know every state has a place that they consider the hood. Like LA, we have Compton, we have South Central, we have Linwood, we have Watts, we have Inglewood. That is what I would consider the hood in LA area. But overall in California, we have also Oakland. I know someone's going to come in here and tell me Oakland is not the hood. It is the hood, guys. Oakland is the hood. Stockton is considered a hood. That's in the Bay Area. San Jose at one time was actually considered a hood. But San Jose is kind of Asian-fied theirself. But yeah, I one time I think drove. Oh, in Oakland too. Oakland. One time I think I had drove through Oakland because we were going on a vacation to the Bay Area, and so we drove through Oakland. We survived. I mean, Oakland is like Compton out here. But once again, there are good areas of Oakland and there are bad areas of Oakland. Same with Compton. Lisa would like the double-decker Burger King with Frankenstein monster coming out of the roof with a burger in his hand. I have not been to Burger King. I have not been to Burger King in years. The last time I went to Burger King was probably, I want to say 2 years ago. We have a Burger King in my area. It's just, I don't go to Burger King. I don't go to Burger King because we have other joints that are better. But I've acknowledged that, Burger King used to be a good place. It's just oh shoot. He's here. He's here. 85-year-old man. Just unsweetened, no sugar. No sugar tea. Well, I haven't been in years. I have not been in years to a Burger King. Maybe one day I will go back to Burger King. But we got In-N-Out here. And In-N-Out is better than Burger King and McDonald's combined. I love In-N-Out. In-N-Out is top tier burger. And then we also have a Habit out here. I don't know if you have Habit where you guys are, but Habit's supposed to be the best burger. And then we have Shake Shack out here as well. And we also have, what else do we have? Burger King, of course. Wendy's. Carl's Jr. I haven't been to Carl's Jr. in a while, too. Burger King is better than McDonald's, but Wendy's fished them both up. Wendy's is pretty good. I mean, the only gripe I had is I paid like $5 for a sandwich and it was very small. Yeah, I paid $5 for a small sandwich and it was a small sandwich. But Wendy's, there's one thing about Wendy's that I've never had, and maybe one day I need to try it, is Wendy's has that Baconator. I've never had the Wendy's Baconator. I've never had it. But I want to try it. But I know it's like heart attack on a plate, eating all of that bacon. And I haven't had bacon in years. But, when people talk about Wendy's, they usually talk about the Baconator. The Baconator is like the sandwich to get at Wendy's. Everything shrunk, yeah. Wendy's is not the same anymore. And, to be honest with you, when I go to Wendy's, I just get the chili, okay? I only get the chili at Wendy's. That's my thing. I go to Wendy's, I get the chili, I get some fries, and that's that. I have places that I go for certain things. Like when I go to McDonald's, I usually like to get just the McRib, and I usually just get the McChicken. And then when I go to Burger King, I like the Whoppers, okay? The Whoppers at Burger King are the best. I like the Whopper. You can't get a Whopper anywhere else. Only at Burger King. So I go and I get the Whopper. And then when I go to In-N-Out, I get a double-double. And Carl's Jr., I haven't been in years, but when I go to Carl's Jr., the last time I went, I got like a chicken sandwich. But I haven't been in years. Where's the beef? And we have a Carl's Jr., which is funny. We have a Carl's Jr. that's across the street from the Taco Bell and next to the El Pollo Loco. So we have those with within, a distant mile. And then we also have the McDonald's, which if you walk down a little, there's a McDonald's and there's a Panera and there's a Hawaiian barbecue. So they are all, in the Costco, they are all in the same vicinity. So yeah, we have that. And then we have a buffet across the street. So we've got a lot of food for you to eat. Now, to be really honest with you, that McDonald's is not that far from the other McDonald's. So we have two McDonald's that are not that far from each other. They just decided to open another McDonald's. We have 3 or 4 McDonald's in my town. That's how, hey, Paulina, that's how popular McDonald's is. I will be going back to McDonald's because they have the Grinch meal. You guys probably know I love the Grinch. The Grinch is one of my favorite Christmas characters, so I need to get the Grinch socks. It was a Canadian thing. Last year in Canada, they did the thing where you bought a meal and you got socks from the Grinch. So, now they're bringing it to the United States. And I'm excited. I got the beef here, making a juicy one tonight. I am a Grinch. I'm a pinchy gringo. Pinchy gringo. Pinchy gringa. I'm a pinchy gringa, right? Am I saying that right? Pinchy gringa? Somebody who speaks Spanish gonna correct me. Pinchy gringa. I got the beef here. I'm making a juicy ribeye tonight. I have ham. We've been eating so much ham here. Gringo, gringa. Isn't like gringo the male form and then gringa is the female form of how you say those words? Because I took Spanish for like a year in high school. So I know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit to get by. I don't know enough. Like, I don't speak Spanish fluently. Ribeye is great. Put a little butter on top, a little seasoning. Oh, a ribeye. Yes. A really, really good, juicy, juicy ribeye. Oh my gosh. I want a ribeye. Now you got me wanting a ribeye. When my phone gets to 30%, that is when the stream will end. So 30%. Pendeja? Pendeja means really pretty girl. I don't think pendeja means really pretty girl. Isn't pendeja like a slang that they use? That's not a nice thing to say to someone. Like, pendeja. I thought like bonita is like pretty. Bonita is pretty, right? Because if someone says something like pendejo, no way. Pendeja does not mean really pretty girl. Fuck, I've lived in LA long enough to know that you don't call someone a pendeja or pendejo. You don't be like, hey pendejo. Be like, what the fuck did you say to me? Pendeja. No. What the fuck did you say? Slow it down. Pendejo. That's what I fucking thought you said. Fuck off. Fuck off. Pendeja is not beautiful girl. Fuck, I lived in LA long enough to know that Mexican people aren't calling their girls pendejas. I mean, would you call a guy pendejo? Oh my god. I just got tea in my nose. Hold up, I got tea in my nose. Ooh, I got tea in my nose. I know there are certain words. I know there's certain words that Spanish people say that you gotta be careful where you say it. Sure you do. Playa. Playa. Pendeja. Peachy pendejo. Peachy pendejo, Dusty. Cabrone, peachy pendejo. Puto. Puto. Look at this cabrone here, thinking he's a peachy pendeja. A pendejo. Oh, okay. Ha ha ha. I just got like freaking tea in my nose, okay? Yeah, I have to be careful when I speak in Spanish about what I say. I have to be careful, man. Let's go inside the house, guys. Let me turn you off. Because you don't want to see me struggling. So second season, or part two, actually not part, why I say second season, part two of Stranger Things comes out on Christmas. I'll be back, guys. I know you guys are going to be like, you need to get some WD-40. Let me show you some of the stuff my sister got us from Taiwan, guys. Let me show you. Taiwan haul. So, we've got some organic food. Before I go, we've got some organic food here. Rosemary oil? Or this might be tea, actually. I think this is tea. Why am I reading rosemary oil? Some kind of a snack. More snacks. More snacks. More snacks. This is like a Rice Krispie treat. And then a card. Hello, Malia. Got a lot of snacks from Taiwan. For my sister. Oh, feedback? Weird. Maybe because it's my phone. Me too. So my sister put it in this like really nice bag. She got me a Sunny Angel when she was there. My dad just messaged me and said he wants that sandwich. It's the closest thing he'll get to a turducken. Hello, Hooves Group. I haven't been called Lisa Pizza in ages. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Talk about having a lot of panettone. My dad wanted panettone. We delivered. Look at this. All this panettone. Yeah. We don't just buy one panettone. We bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice to see you here, Malia. Haven't seen you in ages in my stream. But I do see your posts on Facebook, and they are funny, some of them. Relatable too. But look it, yeah. Panettone, baby. We probably have more somewhere else. If I could, I'd take a deal with God and have them switch our places. Ooh, that's not. No, that's a nickname that I got from my cousin, Lisa Pizza. Nobody calls me that outside of my family, so you are. It went to my house. You don't even buy panettone, dude. When do you buy panettone? Well, would you like some panettone? I can offer you one. Look at this. Oh, shoot. Here, look. Want a panettone? I will send it to your house. Okay, guys. Let's. All the panettone went to my house. Ooh, that's a loud thing. Hold up, guys. Okay. Well, my nose is running. I mean, I did accidentally get tea up my nose. I guess you want to clean out your passages. Accidentally putting your tea in your... Yeah, don't do that. It's squeaky. I know it's got to be fixed. With a lot of things that need to be fixed. Okay. Well, guys, we're going to run the stream for 7 more minutes, and I'm going to get off. That's how you want to see. You didn't want to see my paper towel. Any plans, guys, for the next week? What are your plans? But I want to say thank you to everybody for being in here. Fox Guy, Fred, AZ Mick, usually the first one. Belle, Dusty, you know I love you. Paulina, Malia, Randy. Thank you for everybody for showing up. Meth habit? Huh. Something new I learned about myself. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne. Christmas concerts. Yeah. Meth habit. Does he look like meth teeth? Look at these teeth. People on meth would not have these good chompers. That's for sure. Meth. You've seen the pictures of people who do meth? And the chompers that they have? It's like, wow. Meth makes a person look scary. I am now. Because I ended up getting something into my nose. I am now. I wasn't at the beginning of the stream, but then I accidentally got water and tea in my nose. That's good. You're looking forward to seeing Christmas concerts. Next month is going to be December. And then Christmas. Actually, it's going to be December in 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. I am congested a little. It is the weather, which sucks. And I also have allergies. You're on the powder again? I don't know if I'm on the powder. I don't know what you mean by that. Powder? Yeah, the year flew by and so did a decade. I'm on the powder. White substance, cocaine? No. That's going to be a rumor that's going to be started here, and it's going to go to other streams. Did you hear Lisa does cocaine? And she does meth. Lisa's a druggie. Hey, Kimba. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. I'm about to wind up this stream in 4 minutes. Because I've been here for like almost 2 hours. I don't think you guys want to see me for 2 hours. I could not do a stream for 2 hours unless it's with a panel. I'm getting more eggnog. Also, want Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. Safeway has good eggnog. I have never had eggnog before. Now I want to try some eggnog. It's nice to see you in here, Kimba. Love you, girl. You're like one of the very first people besides DJ Trish that I met who was in the VC that was a girl, which is really cool. One of the very first. So yesterday I was at Walmart and I saw this Billy Joel shirt and I found it online on sale. So I got it because I don't have any Billy Joel shirts and it was an 80s concert tour. But the size at Walmart was way too big for me. But luckily I found it online. Because I don't buy a lot of concert shirts as of lately unless they're like really good graphics, and that was. Time casts a spell on me and you won't forget me. So how you been, Kimba? I want to show you my snotty news. I should probably start streaming on StreamYard again. I have better streams. Oh, shoot. What the heck is that? Let me put down the sink. Oh, the dog's following me. You guys want to see the puppers? Puppers! They want to see you, doggy, before we go. Honey! Honey, come here. Honey? Hello, my. Oh, come here, big dog. They want to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here, big one. Come here. Big one, come here. Say hi to everybody before we go. Give a little bark. A little woof woof. Hey, Mike. He said smoochies for poochies. We got some other dogs, but this one wanted to show up. Give him a little close up. Boop. Nose boop. Nose boop. Nose boop. You're so cute, dog. I'll see you later. Anyways, guys, I will be back next week. Thank you, Dwayne, for being here. Thank you, Kimba, Dusty, Fox Guy, Paulina, Hoobs Groove, Fred, Randy, AZ Mick, Kimba, Malia. Going through all the names to make sure I say all your names. Thank you. Love you all for being here. I will talk to you guys real soon. To you guys who join later, thank you for showing up. We will probably do another stream next week. Probably Saturday. I think Saturday is a good time. Maybe Friday. But yeah, love you all. Have a happy week. And yeah, I think, you know what? It's time for me to maybe pull out the Christmas music. Maybe do a Christmas stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Night, Paulina. Nighttime, peeps. Go enjoy.